Everyone, give it up for Austin. How excited are we?
Hey, I like these ForMe You hoodies you guys are rocking. I like that. That's really cool.
So first, I have to give you some props on the outfit and the shoes. I know you're an avid sneaker collector.
Yes.
And you did not disappoint today, so thanks for that.
No, of course.
And
got the Dolces on, you see me. The plain whites.
Much respect. So aside from the sneaker collection, you've gotten so much fame and success at such a young age, and it's sort of the dream to be the young pop idol. Is it as fun as it looks?
Yeah, for most of the time it is. I just get to travel the world and share my music with everyone and just see different places I never really thought I would see. And it's a blast. I love it.
And of course, we have to mention the new mixtape. Can the audience, are we excited about the mixtape?
Go get it. If you haven't gotten it already, go get it. Thank you.
It's fire, someone said. And to make things even more exciting, you sort of surprised Beyonce dropped it without any promotion.
Pretty much, yeah.
And it's still killing. So tell me about that approach. Why no promo this time around?
Because this still isn't my first debut album, and I worked on it for a long time, but I kind of just wanted to throw it out just to keep the fans and everyone interested and engaged still. So it's just a little EP mixtape type project that I just put out for everyone, and now I'm working on my first album. So. And I'm excited, yeah. I'm excited.
I think my personal favorite song is Shake It For Me.
Yeah? Why is that?
Right? Okay.
Why is that?
It's just from the moment it started,
That guitar, right? It's so smooth.
It hooked me. Is there a personal favorite that you have?
Yeah, my personal favorite is Double Up because I love the soul behind it. And I wrote it with my boy Rob and Kyle Dion and Khalid. And it's just one of my favorites. Yeah.
Well, they're all so good, and I think what's also so exciting is the guests that you have featuring on the album. We have Pitbull, we have Juicy J, we have 2 Chainz. What is it like to have a song that you helped create featuring Pitbull? That must be so exciting. We're in the big leagues now.
Yeah, I mean, I did a song with Pitbull called Yeah a while ago, and I knew I wanted to do another one very soon, so I thought Lady was the perfect song for him. It's up-tempo, 4 on the floor, he's the king of that kind of stuff, so... Pitt did his thing. I actually didn't have 2 Chainz on the song before I was going to release it, but last minute he was like, yo, he heard it in the studio. He was like, yo, I got to put a verse on that. Send it over. And so the producer sent it over last minute. He did it, and then that's it.
Here we are.
Here we are.
And is there anyone do you have a wish list of people you'd want to collaborate with? I know you're working on the album. Is anyone we could expect?
There's a lot of people I want to work with. I'm really down to open to work with anyone really. I like to work with new people all the time, but I want to do a collab with George Strait. I don't know if you guys know George. King George, he's the best. So I love him. I love Kenny Chesney. I'm from Texas, so I love all the country music. But who? Of course, Drizzy is on the list. He's top 3. So, I'm down to work with whoever though.
Oh, we got a question. How about Rihanna?
Nah. No, of course. She's my number 1. Of course. I love Riri. I love Riri.
I love this audience.
Riri, if you're watching this, I love you. And go check out my new project, ForMe You. I wrote it for you.
I would be very here for a Rihanna collab. I just want to go on the record stating that. You mentioned being from Texas and wanting to work with these country artists. Would you ever sort of flirt with that genre? Is you any interest in that?
What do you mean flirt with that genre? What does that mean?
Incorporate some of those sounds into the music.
Would I dip into it a little bit?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm from Texas, so, I always go back to my roots as much as I can. I remember a time when I was so sick of listening to country music because I've just grown up listening to it every day. But then, a year later, I was, so into it again. I was like, this is so good. Country, there's just so much soul in country music. But, yeah, I'll definitely do a country song, I'm sure, one of these days.
And speaking of soul, I think everyone's really excited because this new mixtape's a little bit of a departure for you.
Yeah.
You've seen your sound grow and evolve since your YouTube days and your kind of pure pop days. What was your intention going into the studio this time around?
My intention going into the studio was to stick with the pop lane because, I'm a pop artist. That's what I love to do. But my personal taste in music is R&B. So I wanted to incorporate those two together, kind of marry them in some way. and I think I did a pretty good job doing that. But I'm sure I'll have a lot more like that on the new album too.
And I imagine for someone like you who's had this fan base for a long time, it's a little bit of a risk to push the boundaries in terms of genre or a new sound. Was there ever a moment where you hesitated to stray from kind of your bread and butter, or were you just excited to venture into like new territory?
Nah, I mean, I was never scared to try something new because in music you gotta try new things. You gotta grow with the music and with the times. Like so, with me, like I always wanted to do like R&B style music and pop, but I was just like, you know what? Let me just try to fuse them together as best as I can because I love both those worlds. And I'm sure I'll try something new next year or next project. It's all about growing.
And what has it been like, the interaction with the fans? Have they been responsive to this new material?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the core fans, they're always gonna love. I feel like whatever I put out, but 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 I mean, I've definitely got a lot of feedback from other people that aren't really fans or have never really heard my music before. Like they've come up to me saying like, "Yo, I listened to your new project and I really like it a lot. Like you did your thing on it." And I'm like, thank you. So.
You mentioned sort of this fusion between pop and R&B, and I feel like we're hearing that. That's really popular right now in the airwaves. Is this sort of your response to what's going on in the top 40? Is there something that you think is missing that you're wanting to add to it?
Yeah, I definitely think this world is missing some soul for sure. I feel like a lot of things are very straightforward and like straight to the point, but I feel like there's not enough soul right now, so I want to bring that back. Some of that 90s R&B, that 2000 R&B, trying to fuse that together with the pop.
Any influences you're drawing from? I mean, you said 2090s R&B.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to everything from like Chris Brown, Usher, Boyz II Men, Joe, Avant, Neo. Yeah, T-Pain is one of my first artists that I really started getting into. Like when I was listening to country, like heavy, like when I was growing up, it was like only George, Rascal Flatts, Kenny, like nothing else. And then I discovered T-Pain. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what is this sound? Like I've never heard anything like this before. And so I started to like get hooked on that, and then that kind of crossed me into that R&B type of lane. So
the T-Pain awakening. I think we've all had that.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't like T-Pain, right?
Yeah. Right. And as evidenced today, we have some Mahonies in the audience.
Mahomes with an M.
Mahomes. I'm so sorry.
You got to get it right, Cole.
I'm not going to live that down forever. Please drag me on Twitter later.
They're going to meet you outside, Cole. You better watch out.
What is it like interacting and sort of managing such a huge fan base? I know you just reached 10 million followers on Instagram. Does your phone just like self-destruct if you check your notifications?
No, because I turn them off.
Oh, I see.
It would get too crazy. My battery would go from like 100 to like 0 in like 10 seconds. But no, I mean, it's really cool to know that I have so many people watching and following me, and I try to, inspire as many people as I can and give them the best music and all that as I can. So,
any fan interactions that stand out for you?
What do you mean?
I'm sure you get tons of gifts or
on
the street or on social media even.
I mean, I get a lot of interaction on social media. I get a lot of gifts. I'll get like a lot of candy, a lot of Skittles, still, a lot of random teddy bears. I love you notes from young and old. I get a lot of notes from like older ladies too, which is really cool. Gotta love the older ladies, the cougars.
Yes, that intergenerational love. We're here for it.
Yeah.
And speaking of social media, is there a particular platform that you prefer the most? I know you've got them covered, but is there one way, if you have something you really want the fans to know or a thing you're doing this day, which one do you choose?
The first one that I look at in the morning is Instagram. I don't know why. It's just kind of like, I guess it's a habit now for me. Like I'll just wake up like phone in hand already, and I'll just be scrolling to see what people, posted while I was asleep or whatever. But, Snap's really good to, show everyone what I'm doing in real time. So I'll be snapping like wherever, but Snapchat and Instagram probably.
I feel like your good morning tweets are very popular.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like a good morning tweet, start the day off right?
That's how I start my
kind
day
of tradition.
Now.
Yeah.
And so I imagine being in the public eye, there's might be like a push and pull between how much you do share because you want to give fans content, you want to show them your life, but you also want to remain a person, right? What is that balance?
Not really. I mean, I'm not really hiding anything. Like, to be honest, like what you see like on my Snap or Instagram is pretty much like what I'm doing. Like, you know, I'll post all the time. I'm not hiding nothing.
Well,
there's no like secret private life where I'm like a completely different person you guys don't even know about. Like, it's all real. Like, that's what it is.
No, I just mean with like, you know, personal relationships or, you know.
Yeah. No.
About someone?
Nah, everything's out in the open. I don't hide nothing from no one.
Good. And, you know, we've mentioned this album, long gestating, and everyone's so excited. Could you maybe tease a little bit what we can expect?
Well, I was in LA for about 6 months, and I recorded probably like 90 songs, which is a lot. That's a lot of recording. That's like every day, like 1 or 2 songs. So I have a good solid catalog, and I have a lot of amazing records in there that I saved for my next project. There's a lot on there that were like super good. I was like, yo, I gotta save this for the real project. So I got like 10 lined up under my sleeve. Like, it's gonna hit you guys with some fire.
So 90 songs. I mean, so you must be in the studio all day, every day. What is
Pretty
it like
much.
to narrow that down to what?
It's tough
10 or
because
12?
you have so many songs that you've like grown and listened to, and you're like, all right, like I've listened to this for a while. Like I really love this song, and there's a lot of them like that. So when you narrow it down, it's just so tough because everyone loves, you know, these different songs, and you got to narrow it down to like the best, you know, select few, and it's really tough. You know, you got to do it for like a while. You know, send it to people, get their advice, you know, have them send it back.
Is there anyone you
process.
look to particularly for their go-ahead or their sort of wisdom?
I mean, my managers, I send it to them. I send it to my friends, my mom, A&R Rob over there, Robert V. He knows best. A&R Rob's got that magic ear, so I always have him listen to that first. So.
And can we expect sound-wise for the new album to kind of follow where ForMe You, you know, started with a sort of pop R&B sound?
I can't really tell you what it's gonna sound like because I'm literally just getting into it. So I don't know what the name is gonna be. I don't know when it's coming out. I don't have a date for you guys, but classic. Yeah, I know. I see this. I see her shaking her head over here. I know, but it's gonna come this year. I'll tell you that. And I know I've been saying that every year, but it's for real coming out this time. So. Like, I'm starting the process now, so everything is just, you know, in the motions.
And why sort of the delay? Just you wanted to release different singles, try out some new sounds, work with some different producers?
I think it's really just finding the music that I really can connect with and that I feel like, all right, like these are the songs that I know people are gonna love, that the world's gonna love, I like that Spurs beanie, by the way, I just recognize that, that's hard. Go Spurs. But I think why, you know, it's taken so long is because, you know, I'm still growing as an artist. I'm still growing as, you know, as a producer, as a writer. So I just want my project to be the best that it can be. I don't want to put out something that's like half good that I'm like, all right, I'm just going to throw this out because I want it. Like, you know, I want to make sure that it's fire before I put it out to the world.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
do you guys want some half good work or do you want like a piece of artwork? Yeah. Yeah, you want it to be 100. Yeah, I got you.
You know, and before we go to audience Q&A, and I'm sure everyone has a lot of questions, you know, people know so much about you, you're on social media, you have all these fans. Is there something that you haven't revealed yet? Is there something that we might not know about you?
I got a tattoo.
A tattoo?
No, I'm kidding. I don't have any tattoos. No. Nah, there's literally, like, I'm not even exaggerating, there's nothing that I'm hiding from anyone. Like, you guys know everything that goes on in my life. Like, no secrets. No secrets.
Well, now we're going to head to audience Q&A.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
My daughter, Noelani, is saying hello to you from her school right now. She's taking
What's her name, Melanie?
Noelani.
Noelani.
So I got to put that out there first.
Noelani,
And,
wherever you're watching from, focus on your homework.
Yeah,
Don't
she's
be-
taking
watching
Regents
this.
right now. She's stressed because she can't be here.
Ah,
But I wanted to know, you always do You Girl in the last tour.
yeah.
So now this tour, are we going to have something like You Girl, or are you still going to keep that going?
That's
or
a
you
good
gonna do something
question.
different?
I don't think I'm going to do actual You Girl, because that you know what, that's I know, but that song is, you know, it's a little dated, it's a little old, but it's from like 2010, like but hear me out. I want to do something like that, but on a newer, more mature song. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to exit altogether. I just want to revamp it up in a newer, better, sexier way.
Okay, more grown and sexy.
Yeah.
Hey, Austin, how are you, man?
What's up, man?
I wanted to ask you, you know, you're releasing this mixtape and everything. What's the difference between promoting this and the preparation for it compared to the 2014 The Secret album?
What's the difference between the promotion
And the preparing for it and whatnot?
between this project right here?
Yeah.
Well, the Secret was my first project that I've ever put out, so I did put a lot of work into that, and I did promote it a lot, and you know, it did its thing. But for this one, like I said, it was just a little body of work that I just wanted to put out. I'm not gonna go super hard on it, but you know, I'm still gonna promote it. But you know, I just threw it out for you guys. You know, yep.
Hi. So like you promote like all about like positivity and like you're a really positive person. And like on Snapchat, you put a lot of like inspirational quotes. So is there any like specific quote that you like live by or like keep in your head to like keep you going?
That's a good question. I got a lot of inspirational quotes. I can't remember them all right now off the top of my head, but I have this jar that a fan gave me like 5 years ago. Yeah, it was like a little jar, and it had like 1,000 little pieces of paper in it with like little quotes. And I'm still pulling them out like today. Like I'm still like pulling them out like, all right, like this girl was on some good, like she's got some good quotes in here. So I'll you know, snap it, Instagram it, you know, share it with the world. You know, yeah.
Hi, I love you. I'm a really big fan. Me as a singer, what advice do you have?
Advice for a singer, I would say always improve your voice, no matter if you think it's, you know, good enough or not. You can always be better. Always keep pushing yourself, always believe in yourself, because you got to believe in yourself for the rest of the world to believe in you. But just keep working hard. You got to push it every day. You know, some days you'll think, oh, I don't know if I want to do this, or this is really hard. You just got to keep doing it. Like just force yourself to do it if you really love it.
Beautiful.
Thank you. You're very beautiful too.
Well, I gotta say, you have some amazing fans.
My fans are the best in the world. Like, the love is amazing.
I'm sure they already have it, but remind us again where we can get For Me and You.
You can get it anywhere. This is my new project, For Me and You. It is on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, everywhere you could think of. Go stream it. Leave it on when you go to bed. Just let it repeat overnight. Go cop that. But it's everywhere. So thank you guys for grabbing it. If you haven't grabbed it in here yet, I don't know what you guys are doing, but you're missing out. So
Well,
go check it out.
thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.